So we're here at Mindvalley University in Tallinn, Estonia, and we have with us Louie Schwartzberg, and we've just seen your screening of the new movie on gratitude. So thank you very much for coming.
A pleasure.
Yeah. So I shared with you that we've been using your TED Talk and the video of gratitude to open the hearts of more than 1,000 leaders so far in a program on leadership development before they connect with themselves and write down their most important values. And that has been so inspiring. Many people say now, years later, that was one of the most important sessions for them. So I want to thank you personally for making the gratitude video.
I want to thank you for spreading the word of gratitude.
Well, so and this would be my question. So what made you, what was the trigger? What prompted you to the gratitude?
I think two things. My parents were Holocaust survivors, and growing up under their roof, I learned that they appreciated all the little things in life that came your way. Food on the table, a roof over your head, a steady job, and the miracle of having children for what they went through. So that always was ingrained in me. And I think it also taught me to appreciate all the little things in life as well. So gratitude is one way, I think, to be able to zoom out and not go negative when all the things that happened to you, whether they're little or big. Somebody scratched your car or somebody insulted you. Whatever it is, you realize that you can stop that negative feeling by just thinking of something you can be grateful for.
Part of that TED Talk is also the voice of Brother David.
Yes.
So how did that cooperation happen?
Yeah, so somebody shared with me the recording of Brother David, and I fell in love with it, obviously. And it was like a test. I wanted to see if I could create a video with his voice that would speak to young people. Back then I had, teenage daughters, and every time I would speak to my daughters about how to live life and what to do, they would roll their eyes and go, "Dad, you're so cheesy, you're so corny," because kids don't want to take advice from their parents. And so they made that video. I got a great response from young people saying that they use it as a video alarm clock to align themselves. And then it went viral. So for me, it was sort of like a test, because I do something that doesn't come off as being new agey, and could it really go to a broader audience? And obviously when it went viral, it did.
Very, very cool. So interesting. It's wonderful. You shared that you have 40 years of footage on camera, and you reduced it down to 20 hours because of time lapse. So having worked like this for so long, what is your conception of time?
Time is precious. And the reason why I've had cameras going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, shooting flowers. So it's only the time-lapse flowers that I've compressed into 20 hours of film. Obviously, the other footage is in time-lapse. So I have 2,000 hours of material. But because time is precious and I can only get 3 to 5 seconds in a 24-hour period, I can't waste a single day. So in a way, it's been like a constant practice. It's almost like in sports, they give an award for the most consecutive games played. That's not like a great honor, right? It's not like you hit like the most home runs or you score the most goals. But the most consecutive games talks a lot about perseverance and not giving up. And because it's so time consuming, and time is something money can't buy, even with AI. So I keep the balls going constantly.
Yeah. As a coach, the question I most deal with in my coaching is how to get good work-life balance.
Yes.
And I think there's a lot of inspiration in your videos for that.
Yeah.
What would you suggest?
Follow your passion. Because if you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work. And you'll just, for me, there's no separation between work and family and life. It all blends together. When I would always take my children and my wife when I was younger, traveling around the world, and I would be filming everywhere I went. And now my daughter does photography for Travel and Leisure. Laura does, directing and acting as well. So indirectly, I think I influenced them. And I think also I gave them the greatest gift of all, seeing the world. That's the greatest education you can give a young person. And so for me, it's all one and the same.
We talk a lot about giving and taking.
Yeah.
And I think you've given so much to the people. You shared with us that you have this channel, also that the Open TV channel where you can see the movie on gratitude.
Correct.
And I will spread that as well.
Yes.
After the screening, there were so many people in the audience who said that having a practice of gratitude totally transformed their lives.
Yes.
And I think that's a good message that we can spread to the world.
Yes.
So after having given so much to the people, what are you taking away from your visit here at Mindvalley University for yourself?
Yeah. Well, it's great to have that kind of reaffirmation that the work I do does matter. And even getting a handful of emotional responses that I heard from the audience opens my heart and gives me the energy to keep on going forward, because it is a lot of work and it is a lot of commitment doing what I do. Every film takes practically a couple of years to make, and also to fight the uphill struggle in that most entertainment is based on fear and anxiety. So it wasn't like as a business model I wanted to create the Louie channel. It was more a necessity that there needs to be a platform for positive entertainment where you're not going to run into a shooting, a violent act, some kind of sexual exploitation. You're always going to feel comfortable that no matter what you're looking at is going to be positive. And Mindvalley University is all about waking people up to having an appreciation to celebrate life. And that's what I wanted to reinforce that.
So many people commented how emotional they got on the video.
Yes.
I cried the whole time.
Good.
And I can just say, keep on going, Louie. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.